Welcome to our discussion on diving into DeFi, decentralized finance that's opening up access to financial services for everyone.
Yeah, it's really groundbreaking stuff. What's one of the most compelling ideas you've seen in DeFi?
Well, one key concept is that DeFi services give users full control over their funds without relying on banks, using smart contracts that run on public blockchains like Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain.
Oh, absolutely. And these smart contracts, they're essentially self-executing, right?
Exactly. It's like you write rules in code, the smart contracts, and they guarantee that transactions happen exactly as intended, all without a middleman.
Right? And that means anyone from anywhere can tap into these services, even if they never had a bank account.
Correct. According to some World Bank data, billions of people are unbanked. And DeFi breaks down those barriers by not having traditional entry
Yep.
requirements. You just need the know how.
Which brings up a good point. The primary barrier then isn't money, it's understanding the tech behind it.
Precisely. And that learning curve is something every newcomer needs to embrace. Once you're set up, you use wallet extensions like MetaMask to interact with these protocols.
Wallets are such a neat concept. They essentially hold your keys and let you manage your funds directly in the browser or on mobile apps.
Exactly. And most of these wallets work across multiple networks. For example, you can easily switch from Ethereum to Polygon with just a few clicks. It's really user
Yeah,
friendly once you get the hang of it.
that makes sense. But how do you go from just holding crypto to actually using DeFi services?
Well, the next step is funding your wallet with some native tokens, like ETH, BNB, or even stablecoins, to pay for transactions on these
Uh huh.
networks. And then you connect your wallet to DeFi applications with a simple connect button.
So every transaction, every interaction, even connecting your wallet often costs a little fee, right?
Yep, that's right. Every operation gets a fee, though the fee amount can vary, so it's usually smart to opt for networks with lower fees if you're experimenting.
Speaking of experimenting, isn't DeFi notorious for risks like scams and such?
Absolutely. The space is still highly experimental. There are exit scams, rug pulls, and other fraudulent projects out there. It's it's really important to research before putting any
Mm.
capital in. A bit of audit diligence goes a long way.
Yeah, audits are such a safety net, but I'm curious, what kind of audits should users look for?
Typically, you want to see if a project has been audited by reputable firms. A quick search with the project name and audit can reveal if vulnerabilities have been checked. And if a project is too shifty to bother with an audit, that's a red flag.
Right, and sometimes you also have to consider the team behind the protocol. Transparency matters a lot in a space that's prone to anonymity and hidden agendas.
Exactly. A solid, active community and open discussions about governance proposals and upcoming changes are crucial indicators of trustworthiness.
Now, once the safety is addressed, what kind of services does DeFi actually offer?
Oh, there's a variety. One major area is lending and borrowing, where users can deposit crypto to lend out or borrow without having to liquidate their assets. It's like, keeping your Bitcoin exposure intact while getting some quick cash in stablecoins.
Right. That's fascinating. Sort of similar to collateralizing your assets without losing potential gains.
Exactly. And then there's liquidity mining and yield farming through decentralized exchanges that operate via an automated market maker system. Instead of order books, these protocols use liquidity pools provided by users, which then earn fees from trades.
Yeah, sure. But with yield farming, aren't there risks like impermanent loss?
Absolutely. Impermanent loss is a real concern. For instance, if you're depositing both an asset and its paired stablecoin, and the asset's price rises sharply, you could end up with less exposure to that asset compared to holding it directly.
Mm.
It's a delicate balancing act.
And yet, many projects still advertise lucrative yields, sometimes triple digit percentages.
Right? And that's where skepticism comes in. High yields are enticing, but if they seem too good to be true, they're probably accompanied by higher risks.
Exactly. Always remember that risk equals reward in this space.
Definitely. And when it comes to asset management, DeFi also features platforms that simplify handling multiple positions across protocols. By using tokens like CDAI or liquidity provider tokens, users can track their interest earning investments in one interface.
Yeah. So, in a way, it's like having a dashboard for all your financial maneuvers, right?
Precisely, a sort of unified command center where you can um, reallocate or compound your yields seamlessly.
Now I'm wondering, with all this composability, isn't there a risk of a bug in one protocol cascading to others?
That's a valid point. The beauty of DeFi is its interconnectivity, often likened to Lego money, where each protocol builds on another. But that also means a vulnerability in one can affect the rest. It's kind of a double-edged sword.
Right. I do see that. There's enormous potential, but also a need for caution. It's like building a whole skyscraper with Lego blocks. One faulty piece might affect the whole structure if you're not careful.
Exactly. And that's why thorough research and staying updated is so key, ensuring you make informed decisions rather than following the hype blindly.
And it goes without saying, being vigilant with personal security measures like keeping your wallet's seed phrase safe and not oversharing your details online.
Yes, security can never be overemphasized. It's recommended to use hardware wallets, avoid phishing scams, and connect only to trusted sites. This cautious approach makes all the difference.
Coming back full circle, what would you say is the best starting point for someone eager to dip their toes into DeFi?
I'd say start small, understand the basics by experimenting with one or two protocols, get comfortable with wallet management, and always do your own research. Maybe even follow reputable audit firms and DeFi score sites that help quantify risk.
Yeah, that sounds like solid advice. Enter the space with a learning mindset, and remember, high yields mean high risks.
Absolutely. DeFi is a robust and innovative realm, democratizing financial access, but it's also a place where the clarity of your knowledge can be as valuable as the tokens you hold.
Well, I definitely have a lot to think about now. The intersection of technology and finance is really reshaping the way we handle money.
Definitely. And as the space evolves, with new networks, protocols, and services being launched every week, staying informed is key, ensuring that each step you take is
Right.
calculated and safe.
I'm excited to see where DeFi takes us in the coming years. It's an ever evolving journey, and every user is a part of that transformation.
For sure. Thanks for this insightful discussion. It's been like a deep dive into how decentralized finance is opening up new frontiers in economic freedom for everyone out there.
Thank you. It's been an enlightening conversation. Till next time, keep exploring and stay curious about the future of finance.